World, your annual message from your all-knowing deity here, letting you know, down with the heathen! Hey guys, and welcome back to more Black and White 2 with me, ISP, and I really have something quite dastardly to do in this game today, because a lot of you people requested for me to do more of it, so as long as you guys keep watching and liking and obviously subscribing, I will probably finish the entire game, but of course, let's get straight into it. So in my quest of being the all-knowing deity and god of this world, I've came up with a very ingenious idea. Oh god, I finished on 39% evil on the last episode, which I don't even want to know how high it's going to be this one. So here we are in our brand new land, and this time around we're actually up against some form of competition. This guy's got a big army, and he's also Japanese, the land of anime and very odd perversions, but that actually kind of describes this channel now I think about it. So the way we played last time was fairly aggressive, but this time around I want to lock up all of humanity behind some big strong walls which they can't ever get out of. Also, the benefit of having walls that people can't get out of also means that people hopefully shan't be getting in. I'm looking at you, Japan, and your weird animes and agoos and awoos. So we're starting off our town right now, and obviously it might not look that great, but you know what? I'm God. I don't need planning permission or your judgment. What I do need though is protection, and because we actually start with a small detachment of archers, I managed to rush this town immediately, which means we are now in possession of a small wall. Yeah, this is only the beginning. Yeah, so the thing with this land is it's the first one where the AI isn't completely brain dead. So he's already building stuff up on his own right now, and he's also got an emigration, which, I don't need to worry about that just yet. I just need to get my walls up. Oh, that's nice. I took over this town and they immediately want head on sticks. Okay. I mean, it's a little bit odd, but I guess if the people want it, we're just gonna have to do it. Oh god, I gotta quickly make this wall before the people walk outside of my barrier. Oh, we got ourselves a couple of immigrations from smaller towns right now, which obviously I'm going to accept. There's no reason not to. I can turn a few more into breeders, and then the rest of them I'm going to eat, of course. You see, the reason I'm building walls around everything is because I haven't been outside in years at this point. So, you know, it's just the easiest thing I can relate to with my people. Oh, that's a Japanese army over there, and I kind of wanted to take over this town as well and turn it into another fish town, but these guys are literally everywhere already. I don't like the look of this. Only solution is to build even more walls. And then my town, well, screw you. I still can't throw very good. Well, the walls are going great. The population is now thoroughly locked in this area over here. There's no way out or in, and I assume because there is literally nothing for them to do, they just keep having more and more kids. Come on, I can do this. All I gotta do is focus real hard and I get that fireball right. Why do I even bother? Haven't checked in on Bessie yet today, and she's napping by the looks. I don't exactly know what's going on right now. Oh, oh god. Me too, Bessie. There you go, look, I just expanded my influence ring, so they're now all connecting, which means our walls of protection should be even stronger now. Okay, I can finally make some troops, and I really want to expand into that middle town to get Fishville going, so we're going to have to build a bit of an army. I also just love the term fish people. It's like my new thing. Alright, so we got our army, and we have Bessie, who's been a bit depressed recently, probably because we haven't let her eat anyone, and we're going to go ahead and finally take this town so we can get the walls going nice and good. And, you know, also just replace the entire population of this town with 2 single people and make them create a whole new town. Okay, it's definitely a bit odd now that we actually have a foe who's capable of fighting back, and not the last world, which was me essentially slapping a potato. Oh my god, Bessie is just looking so much better already. All she needed to do was stamp on some samurai. Speaking of which, I'm not entirely sure what, like, old history scenario we're in right now where the samurai are fighting some Greek warriors, but you know what? I love it. First proper conquest complete, and now it's time for some proper walls. There you go. I am going to put some gatehouses though, because I accidentally trapped my armies in there. So I think you guys know the drill already. Basically, we're going to grab a man and a woman from our existing town, leave them over here in our new town, and basically they're going to breed until their population looks like fish people. That's right. It's Sweet Home Alabama time. Look at that. The Japanese are just so shocked by my walls. They don't even know what to do. Right, I've been training for this for so long now. We have failed how many countless times, but this is the... Oh my god, I actually hit it for once. My years of training at the Fireball Academy has finally paid off. So, like, does anyone understand why it's raining fireballs and why none of us are moving? Right, here we go. If I hit this next one, you all need to hit the sub and like button. Here we go, baby. Roll me that dice. Give me the lucky number. I think that might just hit. The meteors are going to strike. We're going to get... Baby! I haven't looked at my town in so long, and I came back and it is literally bustling. There are so many people here. What's the population at? Oh my god, we've already hit our cap of 514. We need to build more houses. So, guys, if you ever wondered how to get more babies out there, world leaders, with your declining birth rates, just lock people up. So I keep memeing and buying all the bad stuff, but I did finally buy some of the good stuff. Like, we got a windmill, which actually produces more food from the grain that we harvest, which is really good, especially when you have big armies. We also bought the smelter, which gives more ore from the ore that we mine, obviously. And there's also the lumberyard, but I never really have a problem with wood, so we haven't got that one yet. We've also gone up like 20 points in evil since we started, which is funny, because I can't think of like a single thing we've done that's evil so far. We locked people up, we hit people with meteors. I picked this guy up and sacrificed him, but what even is that? So an issue I do usually have in the game is that we run out of ore very quickly. Now this is a problem because you can find these little ore rocks around which do get you some ore, and the villagers don't mind them if I'm correct, but you do need the ore to build armies, and if you run out of ore, that means no armies. Oh, I remember this quest. I remember this quest! You have to sit here while sheep mortar shots lambs out of their vagina. Yep, and then you just need to catch the baby lambs being mortared across the field into all-knowing being's hand. I'm just confused, you know, because I say a lot of weird stuff, but nobody ever has made like one of those ISP out of context meme things. Please don't ever do that. I've said too much incriminating stuff. Oh my god, how are you still I've got 21 lambs out of your goddamn womb! Oh, I'm literally God, and I don't know what abomination has created you on this planet, because it sure as hell wasn't me! Right, mate, remind me to put a pin in this whole quest, because I need to come back here and just blitz this from the entire Earth at some point. I was not even aiming for that, but you know what? I'll take it as a win. I mean, if you are going to do some, like, tactical fireball throwing, you definitely want to aim for their storehouses or their armories, because that's the only things that's really going to cripple them. Okay, so something that's coming into play in this game and the map from now on is wonders. Now, wonders are kind of like giant miracles, and you'll kind of understand later when this gets activated, but it's essentially the nuke. And I'm going to send this little small detachment up to try and get that town I just firebombed, and we might actually see it in effect. There we go, we captured it, no problem. There were a few people still living here, though, which is a bit of a shame, because unfortunately for you guys, I've got my own guys moving in. Yeah, it's true. I am quite literally Satan. Maybe we should do a good playthrough at some point. So I think it's time we show off the wonder. So the wonder that he just activated there when I got close to his walls is the siren wonder, which when activated summons a giant big tibby Goth GF. When she's activated, anything that's in her range, she will convert to that town's population. So any soldiers you send up there will be turned Japanese. So essentially in this scenario, she is the physical representation of anime for the Japanese, and the would-be soldiers are now weebs. There are a couple of ways for us to beat it, like waiting for it to recharge, or actually just destroying it, because after one use it will require a recharge, so we could just rush in straight after and beat it up, but for now we're just not gonna go anywhere near it. Or, you know, the occasional fireball towards that general direction, though, won't hurt anyone, will it? He's already getting to work on recharging it, which is worrying, but we will take that thing out, don't you worry. I've been checking in on the fish people town for a while now. Whenever people grow up into adults, I turn them into breeders so that we can get more fish children, which is working quite swell if you can't tell. Also, I expanded the walls, and I didn't realize I left my army up there when I destroyed it, so, I kind of got to get rid of these dead guys. Unfortunately, I don't have a shovel, so we'll just throw them over here. That knocks me a couple points more up in the evil direction. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned it so far, but if you are good or evil, the world around you actually reflects upon that. So I'm really evil right now, so the ground is kind of a bit blazy. My hand, if you can't tell, has also become a bit demonic. There are vines growing up houses, and there are just tons of bugs on the floor. If we were good, it probably wouldn't look this bad, but we're really evil. Definitely brings new meaning to the whole the floor is lava game. Why are all these people, like, dancing? Guys, have you looked outside? There are just 2 dead people casually. You're all just dancing. You guys, you're just so damn heartless. So, to deal with that wonder, I am slowly building my influence ring up here, which no one seemed to have stopped me for doing that yet, which is good, because now I can grab my rock back and I can throw it in their general. I missed. Hit the wall, but that's not what I was aiming for. Okay, I missed with all the rocks, but I'm going to throw a meteor at them now. Why do I keep missing? I've been doing so good. There you go, got it first try. Make sure to edit out all the failed ones. Oh, God damn it, all those dead Japanese soldiers in my way. Can you just take your dead people back, please? This is so ridiculous. I've just built a giant influence ring. We should build a wall around them. First things first, though, I need to take out that wonder before we do anything too drastic here. Just gonna do a little bit of calculations here, get it at the right angle, and just... Okay, that didn't count. I think that, yeah, there we go, we got it. Easy peasy, so now we don't have to worry about that, and I don't think he'll rebuild it, although he might. It really depends. Right, we're finally going to open these walls for the people, but not really. We're just going to build a new army, and they're probably all going to die because I'm going to leave them on a wall and demolish it. Most importantly, I want to take out his little town here first, because it's got a whole bunch of ore, and it still has an iron mine. So this is #1 priority if we want to build this wall around it. You see, when I said trapping all of humanity behind walls, I didn't just mean my portion of humanity. Oh, God, I am the worst god ever. Alright, gotta get my archers out of Fishtown, so the gates are getting open for a second, and our population is, it's definitely, oh my God, it's getting up there. Yeah, it gets pretty slow at the start, but as soon as it picks up, it really picks up. Thankfully, all the people of Fishtown are, too preoccupied for any of, oh my God, he literally just kissed her and she's pregnant. The fish genes are strong with this, man. Okay, clearly I have not been giving enough attention to Bessie this playthrough, because why is it every time I come back to look at you, you're doing something weird? Oh my God, I just want my big rocks back, but they're just out of my influence. Just give me the... God, my army is taking so slow to get up here. It's probably because of, like, the broken way I've made all these houses and walls together. They're just getting stuck, or they're just really savoring the moment of freedom. But it's not really that much freedom, considering they've just left one wall to enter another walled area. Alright, there we go. Since we've taken this town now, we've essentially won the map already. Mostly because we have basically all the supply of ore in the game that is left. Speaking of ore, I got a whole new population base here, and all of you guys are going to get to work straight away in the mine. And the rest of you are going to be used as an intimidation tactic for my enemy. Tell you what, I'll even grab 2 people from Fishtown, and I'll make a Fishtown. I'll make a Fishtown from the people of Fishtown. There we go, all the ore we'll ever need to finish this once and for all. But before we do that, I actually have some unfinished business. Yeah, that's right. I bet you all thought I forgot about the ungodly abomination that's down here. So whenever someone comes along and writes what essentially is going to be the Bible of me as God, I want chapters dedicated to how I kept missing my meteor strikes on a bunch of lambs. Oh my God. Finally, I can go to bed at night and sleep softly. Just visited Fishtown, and there's some funky business going on. Why are there just so many people clamped around this one area? Wait, how the hell did Japanese guy get in here? I legitimately have no idea how this guy managed to get it. He's Alex Ever. He doesn't have a Japanese name. What? How did you get? Wait, are you a weeaboo? You should just look at the rest of the sprites for the population. They're all the exact same people. It's that bad in here. But the fact that this Japanese guy, who's not even Japanese, looks completely different is, I'm just going to assume, down to the fish people genetic. I've only got a giant rock back, which is good, which means I can replace his walls with, well, he doesn't really need walls anymore, does he? Just keep mine. I'll keep you safe, buddy.
Hello there, it's me, Fishman. Got any dogs I can eat? Dab!
Fish people out of control. They're literally just giving birth to more fish people in the street now. This has gone too fishing far. Oh my god. I think this guy's got like his whole population in the army at this point. How am I supposed to breach? Actually, I know exactly how I'm going to breach this. You know, I realized when I do this that I'm I'm firebombing the Japanese. Oh god, it's no correlation between historical events and what's happening here. So after the successful terror campaign against the Japanese, there's not really many people left alive here. The houses are all torn down. He still has his big army, unfortunately, because I can't really reach it. But I did take a few of them out. Oh! I just hit a storehouse. Okay, that's it. GG, he is not rebuilding from this. Don't mind me. Just throwing rocks at people while I sit here waiting for stuff to build.
Is Bessie!
Yeah, you take down his buildings, Bessie. What's he gonna do about it? That's right. It's a final attack on him now. We got 2 big armies of like 100+ guys, and we have some archers and obviously a big giant cow. So hopefully we've got this one in the bag. Okay, it doesn't look like much, but because he's got so many archers, they're just absolutely tearing through my guys. Okay, we're pushing through, but the casualties are very heavy. Hopefully we can just get the majority of this before he rebuilds, but I might actually need to build a new army. They all died, so yeah, it's time for the special forces. A lot of emphasis on the word special there. That's right. It's the first time any of these fish people are going to leave and see the outside world, because it's time for the Fish Brigade! I'm honestly going to be surprised if any of them can even walk because of the horrible malformations on their feet known as webbing. We don't really need to worry about them coming back and telling anyone of the outside world, because I guarantee they're all probably going to die anyway. Yep, the Fish Brigade are actually doing the Lord's work right now. That's me, by the way. I am the Lord and I'm doing the work. Alright, looks like we've actually taken down the majority of his army. He's getting a few new ones popping out over there, but I think this is him finally beaten. Oh god, I was going to save this, but yeah, Bessie learned a new trick, by the way. Bessie's just doing more damage to my own guys at this point. There's like 5 of them left, Bessie. What are you doing? Right, I think me and the fish bandits have finally won the land now. We've demolished his town completely and we're now taking over the town center. So I'm going to leave it off here because I'm immediately going to go ahead and start recording the next episode. Of course, I don't know if you guys are still going to be wanting to see this. I really hope you are, because I'm having so much fun playing it, which I'm assuming you guys can probably already tell. But I'm immediately going to go into the next episode now and start recording. But if you guys enjoy this, obviously leave a like, hit the subscribe button. I've never really done a continuous series like this before, so any likes and support would obviously be appreciated. But I guess until the next episode, if you guys want to see it, I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger. Will Bessie survive? Will the fish people manage to take out the rest of his town? Yeah, I'm probably going to win. If I somehow manage to lose this,